Scorpio, tomorrow is not just another day on the calendar. It carries a vibration so rare that if you overlook this message, you may miss the doorway the universe has been opening just for you. Imagine this: 3 blessings, not 1, not 2, but 3 distinct waves of happiness aligning in your path. And the third is so powerful, it will stir your soul and bring tears of gratitude to your eyes. This is not coincidence, it is synchronicity, and the signs have already been whispering around you. Have you noticed how lately your energy feels lighter, as if something heavy is finally being lifted? That was the preparation. Have you caught glimpses of repeating numbers, dreams that feel more real than usual, or sudden flashes of intuition? Those were the signals. Tomorrow, these signs converge into a triple unfolding of joy, and while the first blessing will comfort your heart, and the second will confirm your intuition, it is the third blessing that will shake you awake, showing you that miracles do not belong only to others. They belong to you too. Stay with me until the very end of this message, because I will reveal how to recognize these 3 blessings as they appear and why. The last one carries a hidden key to the next chapter of your destiny. Scorpio, your story is entering a turning point, and this is the moment you cannot afford to click away, because what's waiting on the other side of this message could be the confirmation you've been searching for your entire life. Scorpio, as tomorrow's energy unfolds, the first blessing that enters your path is the blessing of emotional release. And while it may not arrive wrapped in gold or presented with a trumpet sound, it will come quietly, like a soft whisper reminding you that you are finally free from a cycle that has been draining your spirit for far too long. This blessing may appear as a sudden sense of peace washing over you, as though the weight of past heartbreak, betrayal, or disappointment suddenly feels lighter, or it may come in the form of clarity, where confusion that has clouded your decisions finally dissolves and you can see the truth without fear. This is the universe saying, you are not defined by what has been lost, but by the courage you carry to rise again. And Scorpio, this is no small gift, for when your heart finds relief, it creates space for miracles to enter. Think about how many times you have carried the burden of pain quietly, how many nights you held back tears because you thought no one would understand, how many moments you doubted whether the struggles had meaning. Tomorrow, that struggle begins to show its purpose, and you will recognize it in the way you breathe easier, in the way your intuition becomes sharper, and in the way your energy begins to magnetize new opportunities. You may notice someone reaching out with kind words at the exact time you need them, or you may stumble upon information that confirms your deepest hunch, reminding you that Spirit has been guiding you all along. This first blessing is like the crack of light breaking through a long night, and while it may feel subtle at first, don't underestimate it, because peace of mind is the foundation of every miracle that follows. Without this release, the second and third blessings could not fully enter your life, and that is why tomorrow is not just about joy, it's about freedom. Stay with me, Scorpio, because as this first blessing unfolds, it prepares you for something much bigger, something that confirms not only your strength, but your destiny, and I will reveal that in the next part, where the second blessing shows itself in ways that may surprise you. Scorpio, after the first blessing clears the heaviness from your spirit and restores a sense of calm, the second blessing emerges. And this one is all about confirmation, validation, and alignment. For so long, you've wondered if the choices you made, the sacrifices you endured, and the battles you fought in silence had any purpose. Tomorrow, the universe begins to show you that they did. This second blessing often appears as synchronicity, where life feels like it's suddenly speaking your language. You might notice numbers repeating in ways that are too precise to dismiss: -111, 333, or even 888, each sequence carrying its own whisper of encouragement, reminding you that you're on the right path and abundance is circling back. You may find yourself having a conversation where someone unknowingly speaks the exact words you needed to hear. Or you could encounter a situation where something you prayed for months ago begins to materialize before your eyes. These are not random coincidences, Scorpio. They are divine confirmations. The second blessing is designed to reassure you that you are not lost, not forgotten, and not wandering without purpose. Instead, you are divinely guided, and every step you've taken has been leading you to this moment. For some Scorpios, this blessing could manifest in the form of opportunities, perhaps a message about a job, a project, or a creative pursuit suddenly arriving when you least expect it, or an old connection resurfacing with an offer that feels like destiny's hand. For others, it may appear in relationships, where someone begins to recognize your worth in ways they never did before, treating you with the respect and love you always deserved. And for others still, it may arrive in inner form, as a surge of confidence, a realization of your own strength, and a renewed vision for the future. What makes this second blessing so profound is that it bridges the gap between faith and evidence. It's one thing to believe that blessings are on the way, but it's another to see them unfolding in real time, to feel them shaping your reality. This is the universe telling you, your prayers were heard, your tears were not wasted, and your patience is being rewarded. Scorpio, tomorrow's energy brings you this confirmation as a way to strengthen your faith and prepare you for what comes next. Because the third blessing, the one that carries the most emotional weight, cannot be fully appreciated unless you trust the signs along the way. The second blessing is like the middle piece of a puzzle. Without it, the picture is incomplete, and the story feels uncertain. With it, you can finally see that everything is connected, that even the struggles had meaning, and that you are never walking alone. You will know this blessing has arrived when your heart feels lighter, your mind feels clearer, and opportunities begin to line up as though they've been waiting for you all along. But Scorpio, do not underestimate the importance of staying present. The universe works in whispers, and sometimes what looks small at first carries the seed of something massive. A simple conversation could open the door to abundance. A chance encounter could lead to a miracle. A repeated number could be the universe shouting, "Pay attention, this is for you." This second blessing is not only about seeing signs, but trusting them, leaning into them, and allowing them to guide your next steps. And once you embrace it, once you recognize that this is divine confirmation, you prepare yourself for the third blessing, the one that will touch your soul so deeply it may bring you to tears. Stay with me, Scorpio, because what comes next is not just a blessing. It's the miracle that changes everything. Scorpio, now we arrive at the most powerful part of tomorrow's energy, the third blessing, and this is the one that carries the deepest emotional impact, the kind that doesn't just touch your mind, but pierces your soul and brings tears of gratitude to your eyes, because it reveals not only what is being given to you, but also who you truly are in the eyes of the universe. This blessing comes after the release of the first and the confirmation of the second, and it arrives like a culmination, the grand finale of a divine symphony, showing you that the struggles you endured, the loneliness you carried, and the silent prayers you whispered were not in vain. The third blessing is the miracle of restoration, the return of something you thought was gone forever, multiplied by 1,000, and it could come in different forms, depending on your journey. For some, it may be the healing of a relationship that once felt broken beyond repair, not necessarily by bringing someone back into your life, but by giving you closure, forgiveness, and peace so complete that it feels like a new beginning, releasing bitterness and filling your heart with love again. For others, it could be the arrival of abundance in a way that shocks you, money you never expected, an opportunity that seemed impossible, or recognition that validates years of unseen effort, reminding you that nothing done with sincerity ever goes unnoticed by spirit. And for many Scorpios, this third blessing will be internal, the awakening of your true power, the realization that you are not the wounds you've carried, but the wisdom you've gained, that you are not defined by those who left, but by the strength you discovered in their absence. Tomorrow, this energy arrives like a mirror, showing you that you are never abandoned, that your tears watered the soil of miracles, and now the harvest is ready to bloom. It is called a blessing because it doesn't only give, it multiplies, it overflows. It returns what you thought was lost with interest, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Scorpio, this is why tomorrow's energy is so unique, because it's not just about happiness, it's about triple happiness, the kind that builds layer upon layer until your heart cannot contain it. And that is why the third blessing may overwhelm you with emotion. You may find yourself crying not out of sadness, but because you suddenly understand how loved, guided, and protected you've been all along. You may sense the presence of loved ones in spirit, guiding you, whispering encouragement, or you may receive a message, a sign, a dream that leaves no doubt you are never alone. This blessing is the moment where faith becomes sight, where hope becomes reality, where what you thought was impossible becomes undeniable. And Scorpio, here is the key. This blessing doesn't just arrive to end a chapter. It comes to open a new one that is aligned with your higher purpose, one that carries the frequency of abundance, love, and fulfillment. The universe wants you to know that the delays, the setbacks, the heartbreaks were all detours leading you here, to this exact point where your soul is strong enough to carry the magnitude of what is being given. If it had come earlier, you might not have recognized it, or you might not have been ready to receive it. But now, after all you've endured, you are. The third blessing is proof that divine timing is real, that everything returns in its season, and that your season has arrived. So when tomorrow unfolds, Scorpio, stay alert, stay present, and open your heart, because the signs will be clear. A conversation that shifts your entire outlook, an opportunity that lights up your path, a healing that restores your spirit, or an inner peace so deep it feels like heaven has touched your heart. And when it happens, don't hold back the tears, because those tears are sacred. They are the release of years of waiting, the cleansing of old wounds, and the recognition of a miracle finally blooming in your life. This third blessing is not just about happiness, it's about transformation. And once you embrace it, nothing in your life will ever be the same again. Scorpio, as we reach the end of this powerful message, let your heart hold on to what has been revealed. Tomorrow brings 3 blessings, each one building upon the other, each one designed not only to bring happiness, but to awaken your soul to the truth of who you are and how deeply the universe cares for you. The first blessing releases the pain and heaviness of the past, giving you the freedom to breathe again and the space for miracles to flow. The second blessing confirms that you are not lost or forgotten, but divinely guided, with synchronicities and signs aligning to reassure you that your path has purpose. And the third blessing, the most emotional of all, restores what you thought was gone forever, multiplies it by 1,000, and opens your eyes to the miracles that have been forming quietly in the background of your life. Scorpio, this is why you were drawn to this message today, because your soul already knows tomorrow is not random. It is sacred. It is marked for you to receive what is rightfully yours. So as you step into tomorrow, keep your heart open, pay attention to the subtle signs, and trust that no matter how small something may appear, it could carry the seed of your miracle. And when these blessings arrive, don't keep them silent. Share your story, because your testimony could be the light someone else desperately needs. If this message has resonated with you, Scorpio, let this be your moment to claim it. Type in the comments, "I am ready to receive my triple blessings," and let the universe know that your spirit is open. This not only affirms your intention, but also anchors the energy into your reality. And as you do, remember that gratitude multiplies miracles, so give thanks in advance for what is already on its way, because that vibration accelerates the blessing's arrival. If you haven't yet, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Mystic Astrosend channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next divine guidance prepared just for you. Here, you are never alone. You are part of a soul family that believes in healing, awakening, and abundance. And by staying connected, you keep yourself aligned with messages that uplift and empower you. Scorpio, thank you for giving me your time, your trust, and your open heart today. Know that your presence here is not by chance. It is part of your alignment with Spirit. As you prepare for tomorrow, may peace surround you, may love guide you, and may blessings beyond your imagination flow freely into your life. Keep believing, keep watching for the signs, and keep reminding yourself that you are worthy, you are powerful, and you are chosen. Until we meet again in the next message, stay strong, stay hopeful, and stay open, because the best chapter of your life is only just beginning. Thank you, Scorpio, and may your triple happiness unfold exactly as your soul has been waiting for.